last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west, legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked. First you get the money, the respect, and the power and the hoes come next. Last time that I checked.
Okay, since Sunday, the whole hip-hop and rap, or just music culture in general, were, you know, taken by shock to hear the death of, you know, Nipsey Hussle, West Coast rapper, gunned down outside of his clothing store. And I've been kind of bothered by it for a couple different reasons. The first of which, you know, which is everybody, you know, kind of hearing or starting to kind of, I guess, do their research now or look into it, is the conspiracy that, you know, he wasn't killed due to gang-related activity, but the conspiracy that, you know, they had him killed. And, you know, in one of his recent songs, he was saying how he was doing a documentary on this Dr. CS or Sias from Honduras that coined the term, the doctor of healing. Basically said he could heal any disease by eating. You know what I'm saying? He was doing a documentary on him about how he went to trial, I think it was 1985, and you know, basically said, you know, he cured multiple diseases including AIDS by just you know, eating, you know, in your diet and eating all these herbs and vegetables and what have you, and went to trial and actually won, but nobody had heard about it. And my thing is, Nipsey Hussle said in his song, you know, if they killed me because of this documentary, y'all gotta ride.
Now you cure AIDS?
Absolutely.
Come on, why we don't know about that?
Absolutely.
And you know,
and he just died mysteriously down there.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you know how they play.
Oh yeah.
You know, niggas was tweeting me, Hustle, be careful, man. Your plane gonna go down. I say, niggas better ride for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't.
And that's a red flag to me, because if he knows something that, you know, they be willing to kill him off him, you know, to stop his voice, then my thing is, what did he know? What also bothers me is how, you know, media is producing, mass media is producing. You know, I remember first hearing it and they was like, oh, it's gang related. So then when I went to read it, it said how, you know, the suspect was believed to be a black male. You know, they don't know if he was on foot, in a car, or rode up on a bike. They just know or feel like they killed him at point blank range, and that's all the information they had, but it was gang related. Well, how do you know it was gang related if you don't know any information about the suspect other than he was a black male? My thing is, this is a stand-up citizen, you know, in his community, gave back to a lot of communities, and yeah, was he gang related? Yes, but did his positive outweigh his negative? Yes, I would definitely say so, or at least from my perspective. But what tends to happen is, based on media and how it's presented, we just go with what we hear. Oh, it's gang related, it's gang related. And then everybody like, dang, that's messed up. And it's like, well, be careful on that, because how you know it's gang related? Was the other gentleman wearing a bandana? Well, then that would support you having more evidence about the suspect. But the only thing you know is he's a black male, then how do you know it's gang related? So that what kind of fed into my conspiracy as far as, okay, well, it's gang related. Is it gang related or is it not gang related? Or are you withholding information about the suspect? And my thing is, even if they did send somebody to kill him, it's more subtle to send somebody black that's gang related than it would be to have him assassinated by somebody you know, outside of his demographic, or it didn't make sense. Because, you know, like I said, based on his most recent comments, you know what I'm saying, if I start this documentary about Dr. CS, and I could be pronouncing his name wrong, you know, if they kill me, y'all gotta ride. So I'm like, dang, you must know some pretty good stuff, or you probably finna release some pretty good stuff that they don't want you to release, which is the same thing that happens to, you know, Martin Luther King, Tupac, Biggie. That, you know, they knew too much, and you can become a threat to power. Knowledge is power. Knowledge always has been and always will be power. So once you know too much, it's a threat to somebody's position somewhere, whether you know it or realize it or not. So it's just a sad story all around, man, to see that man lose his life at the age of 33. That's just too young to die. Any age is too young to die, in my opinion. And I don't want to, you know, just spread opinions or without facts, but a lot of stuff don't make sense, man. If I could tell y'all or suggest anything to y'all, it would be to do your own research. A lot of times we don't do our own research. We rely on mass media to produce what we think is going on, and then we take it from there. And if we do research something, it's Wikipedia. Anybody can make the stuff that Wikipedia says, man. Just like college, oh, you can't use Wikipedia, it's not a reliable source. Like, do your own research. If it don't make sense, make it make sense. Go and find the truth, but don't allow mass media, radio, TV, the internet, social media to produce your perception on life. And then what happens too is you might hear something, and you also have a perception bias, which is you'll listen to and receive everything that supports your perception, and you'll deny everything that doesn't. So, man, do your research, man. Overall, it's a sad story. What happened to Nipsey Hussle, may he rest in peace, and also condolences to his family and also the whole, West Coast community, man, because I know he was definitely a pillar and a stand-up guy in his community, man. It's just sad. So I hope we come to the, I hope we have answers, man, but that's one less story told, man, and we'll never get his side of the story of what really actually happened. So, man, rest in peace, man. But as always, positive vibes only. This is Kail's Corner. This is what I have for y'all today. Until next time, man, y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay positive. I'll talk to y'all, and ignore the beard. This is a playoff beard for rugby, so ignore that, man. But y'all have a good one. I'll talk to y'all next time.